This is going to be a Clips exclusive, all right?
Yes.
Clips exclusive. Okay. How do I get back to Grace? Okay. I think she's really pretty.
Oh, wait.
And the match is going to expire in
Grace,
15 minutes, man.
How you doing? I would say you want to, I say this every time. You are adorable, Grace, is what I would say. Not hey, smiley face.
Is that what I have typed out?
Yes.
I left that. I tried to delete it all before I passed
So
it to you.
Grace says to him, it's the Joey from Friends. How you doing? I'm going to give this back to you so you can get back to her. Dating apps, I think the beginning part of the conversation, you do kind of want to standardize just so you're not putting a ton of thought into it because there's a high volume of those initial stages and
just
very few
validation,
that you're gonna that you're gonna wind up seeing or talking to.
Right.
But what I found was effective, better than cute, better than hot, better than anything is you are adorable.
Grace, you're adorable.
You're super adorable. You're super cute. Grace, you're adorable. And then ask her a question that is engaging. With the one that I would go for, because I was always inviting people out to like the bar nearby, was, are you more a fan of red wine or white? And then women would be like, I like red, or I can have this or that, and say, awesome. There's this really cool place with great people watching right here.
See, it's tough because I wouldn't send that, but...
Well, see how it goes.
All right. Well, I sent it. Grace, you're adorable. Are you a fan of red wine or white?
Yeah. I would say, are you more a fan of red wine or white? But it's pretty good.
Okay. And see,
what
I've realized is I like to... Oh, she said thank you.
She's back, dude. She's immediately.
That's a fast response, man.
She said white wine.
Okay, so... I don't know what to do if she says white wine. They always say red.
I didn't get this far.
White wine is paired with fish, right?
No, white wine is paired with go to the bar. So in my opinion, you don't want to go to a dinner because what you're looking for is a date that is easy to opt out of.
You can just mess around.
You are so bad at it. Like all of his suggestions. That's bad, right? That's bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look at it.
It says, what does it say? You know what
about white wine,
you know what
though?
they say about white wine,
right? And why so many punctuation marks? Like you have a comma after wine, you have an ellipses after though, and a question mark after right. It's
dude, the ... that she's seeing is just horrifying to me right now. Just imagine that she's seeing you like obsessing over what to send back to her. So let's just stop typing.
Slow down for a sec.
Just delete everything.
Yeah, I deleted it.
The reason that I asked red wine or white is because I was going to invite them to do something, and that would be like, it could be a picnic in the park with some wine. But I knew a place that I like to go to that was a cool spot. And
sure.
So if there's a cool wine bar, and you're like, awesome, I know this cool wine bar. We can sip fancy drinks, stick our pinkies out, and they got solid white wine. Presuming that you want to go to a date, but I very quickly try to filter for let's meet in person, because if they matched you, they're interested. They're attracted.
No, I do the same. I hate wasting time with pleasantries and like going through all that thing because it happens so much.
And
right?
her Bumble is full of yeses, and they're all like, "How was your day? What was this about?" And it's, if you ever look at a woman's Bumble, it's mad crazy matches, and she doesn't have time for that. Doesn't probably want to make pen pals. So I would just go for an interesting invitation. There would be times where I invite girls to go salsa dancing, but often it was, there's this.
You know how to do that?
Yeah, I lived in Costa Rica for a while.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah.
You could always say, just say, cool. I like energy drinks.
I like Monster Energy. Yeah.
Let's just not invite her anywhere. Be like, that's awesome.
Should I see what she says?
Do you like cereal before the milk or after the milk?
Let me see. Yeah, dude, I don't know about Grace.
You're not related to Grace anymore?
No.
Oh, well, don't break this poor girl's heart just for YouTube views.
Should I go on a date with her?
Well, now you have to.
You know what, Jack? You may as well try.
Jack, you should invite her on the podcast.
She said
the podcast.
She said thank you, white wine. So I'll say
I like energy drinks.
Well,
I'll say perfect.
Perfect. If it were me and I wanted to go on a date with this girl, I'd say perfect. There's a cool wine bar. I know. We could sip fancy drinks, stick our pinkies out. Do you want to go sometime this week? You want to check it out sometime this week?
Okay.
And that's very loose. And again, the reason that I say rather than like Wednesday or Thursday is because it's a very loose invitation. It's like, yeah, sometime this week. And then you hone in on cool. What I would actually say after this is awesome. Here's my AIG. Shoot me an ad there. And then she can stalk you before to see if and I think that's important for women to know that they're not going in with a crazy person.
I have noticed a massive difference in my Bumble account since I added my Instagram.
Huge, man.
Like
huge.
A huge difference. And I was always I was so against putting my Instagram in my account because I was like, I don't want to be doing it for clout. Like I really don't want to use what I have to try to like get dates. Like I want to be able to get dates relying on my wittiness or something like that. But dude, wittiness isn't enough.
I've given up.
It's not, man. Maybe I'm not that witty, or it's just not enough.
You are that witty,
dude.
No, it's very important, I think, to way better than a phone number is Instagram, because it's just immediately it's like, this person has been alive for a period of time and has friends and does things like that, versus this is a number. I don't see a face associated with it. I have to input the name.
Right, yeah.
You're much better off DMing on Instagram.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
that's true.
Definitely go to
I
IG.
finally listened to your advice because he's been telling me that forever.
So you got to do that.
You got to do the IG. Yeah.
This is a girl I'm actually interested in because I think
so
she's really pretty. I messed up. I think I know where I messed up.
I always look at the ratio between
the size.
Yeah. And I'm like, I can already tell the ratio is off on this one.
Thanks for smashing that like button.
Because it says I do YouTube on there, so it's pretty.
That's pretty good. Want to subscribe to a day with me? That's pretty good.
Thanks.
I feel like it would be a frequent number. Cannot agree before I know. Are you a prank channel? The only thing worse than a prank channel. I'm a finance bro, so who's ready to learn about the stock market? I'm cackling. This is actually quite good.
I ruin it right
I
here.
bought some Tesla before the split, so yeah, you could say I'm a pro at the market.
That's good.
Kate, you're turning on. Okay. Kate, you're turning on. Tell me more. Okay, so right here is when I would go for the date. Like, you guys have had your funny banter for a minute.
I dragged it on.
Date right here. So yeah, you could say I'm a pro at the Balkan. Awesome. Tell me more. You say Doge was my last good investment, but I think my next best one will be you. And he's smooth. I liked Doge before he was a coin.
He's smooth.
Same here, Kate. Same here. So when's our date? It's only a little bit longer. Yeah,
it sounds too jokey after that. It's too jokey for too long.
Yes, that's exactly what I would say. Is that it's too the best guy who makes her laugh. Dude, I had you know what's funny? I had a period when I was in New York and I would just go to these bars and clubs and just try to be like a stand-up comedian, and not actually stand-up, but like try to make everybody laugh, ha 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 ha. And my dating life actually suffered. Now I was constantly surrounded by people and women in these bars making them laugh, but there's a too much of like, this is the jokey guy that is just funny all the time. And what is lacking is the, I want to go on a date with you.
You become like the gesture of this.
You're right.
Just doing these tricks, like the dancing little monkey. Look, you know.
And you know when it became your dancing is when you're writing 4 things. She's like, haha, that's funny. It's like, now I'm officially dancing for you.
Right.
Now I am putting a lot more effort into my shit than you are. But yeah, you were, dude, I liked the initial.
It was actually good.
Strong intro, strong. Yeah. I honestly can't riff like that. I would have been like, do you like red wine or white wine?
I know, great wine bar.
One thing I have realized, this was a big revelation for me, is that it's not a good question when you say, how's your day going?
Oh, it's terrible.
Because you say, I remember, how's your night going? Or how's your Tuesday night? Which I think is such a conversation killer, because what are they going to say? Good, how about you?
Yeah, no.
You say, what are you up to? I like that. What are you doing tonight? What are you up to this
guy's
week?
Like, what are you doing? I always
think
like
they're the same. I think
because if you say what,
both weeks.
Here's my thought: is that if you ask like, "Hey, my day's going good. How's your day going?" Something like that. If she's into you, you know immediately. She'll respond back.
I think we can do better, gentlemen. I think we do better than how's your day, because you figure one of the things you want to do is stand out, and that is probably 80% of guys are going to say one of those versions is how's your day, what are you up to, and it just gets tedious for them to respond to. And there's a guy out there who's super handsome and has said that same question. Like, she might not even respond to that guy. That's you, Jack. You're out there.
I'm out there, man.
Yeah,
those
but
baby blues.
They can see his profile.
You're the guy.
They're gonna see his profile though. They're not gonna. They don't need to see his humor on the first message. They're gonna look through his account. They're gonna
save it.
Save that humor. You can't give away
sucker
the
punch him
cow.
with it on the date. Yeah. All right.
No, actually, I'm impressed. I thought that was a good start. And then it's also with any of these, it's a volume game in these sorts of like initial interactions. If you figure how many people you're going to match versus how many people you're going to go on a date with, there's a precipitous drop off for every human on the planet. So,
yeah, no, that's fair. I think a lot of it comes down to where I falter is just a lack of effort. I think that's just where it is. And if I really wanted something, I think I could make it happen. But for example, like a lot of messages, I don't sit and think about it. I kind of just send whatever I feel. Sometimes I send stuff knowing that I'll be wanting some sort of funny response back that won't be effective. But I'm just like, well, they set me up for it. Well, I'll show my friends it. It'll be funny.
It seems like that's your main motivation in some of these. You're just like having fun with it.
I'm just having fun with it.
Great. Yeah. If that's all you want, it's to send funny messages, and that's great.
I mean, I set myself up for failure a lot. For example, I had a date with this girl, and I kind of knew it wasn't going to work out, but I wanted her to come back to my house. What I wanted to do was do a Tinder date, basically, a massive Tinder date, where I would bring over a Tinder date, my housemates would bring over Tinder dates, and I know it sounds horrible, but it's an experience, and I don't know if you know what I mean.
It's like the most uncomfortable position for
So they had,
more
but
ladies to come to a house and meet other Tinder dates.
Well, obviously, I would explain to them beforehand, like, hey, you know,
this is for a YouTube video.
Yeah, the chances to find 3 of them or 4 of them that are all willing on the same night.
Yeah, and that's why we haven't done it yet. It is so hard to do
You're
that.
not going to be able to.
Don't
will
sell
happen.
Robinhood. Don't give up the stream.
Yeah.
Believe
Sell
in yourself.
Robinhood.
Stand by your
Sell
principles,
Robinhood.
Jack.
Thank you.
So.